talk a little bit about Rashard Higgins, a guy that has kind of reappeared again, and seems every time he's on the field he has something a little extra with Baker Mayfield. You hear the Browns are starting to explore extension talks. Does that surprise you? Are you surprised by anything that you've seen from Higgins, or is this kind of what you thought, given the opportunity, he would do?
I'm a little surprised. I think last year was sort of a wash. He ended up in Freddie Kitchens' doghouse, and Freddie was just not going to let him out. But even early this year, Rashard Higgins was not in the plans. He barely played in the first game against Baltimore. When he did, it was in garbage time. He was inactive for a few weeks. And then he finally gets on the field and starts to make plays and starts to get more and more opportunities. So, even this coaching staff, I think, kind of looked at Rashard Higgins as like, okay, we could maybe do better. Put Kadarius Hodge out there. He's a little faster, maybe a little better blocker. Try some other things. But now Rashard Higgins, again, has just taken advantage of this opportunity. And it looks like this time it's going to be able to stick. And to hear that the Browns are maybe looking at an extension with him, that's great news, because I don't think it's going to be some huge money extension, but you can lock up a guy that your quarterback trusts, that you can count on if you need to send him out there and get a few more years out of him.
And really, Higgins appears to be one of those guys, and obviously we don't see everything that goes on in practice, but some guys, when it's game time, they just kind of turn it up a couple notches and find a way to do things. And it really seems like that might be one of the guys that Higgins is, which if you can have a guy like that as your number 3 receiver, it's a pretty nice luxury.
Yeah, and he understands how to play with Baker. I think in some ways, Baker might be a tough quarterback to play with sometimes because, look, when he's on time and he's on schedule, that's not that hard. But it's when he starts to create a little bit out of the pocket. He's looking to throw the football, but looking to scramble like other mobile quarterbacks, because that's not his strength. When he gets out of the pocket, he's looking to throw his height. There's going to be situations where he's just got to get out of the pocket to see what's out there in front of him. And so when you have a guy like Higgins who just knows where to go, that throw to Higgins down to the 1-yard line early in the football game was a prime example of it. Jarvis Landry's another guy who really just understands how to get where he needs to get to when Baker starts to move out of the pocket. When you have guys like that, it makes all that off-schedule stuff work, and that's what can be really confounding to a defense.